it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today I wanted to talk about my recent adventure when I went to Round 1, which is a really awesome entertainment spot where not only do they have bowling, pool, a restaurant with food and drinks, they also have an entire arcade, and this place has so much cool stuff. So today I wanted to talk about my trip and show off some of the games and items that I actually played. So let's go ahead and check this out. So if you guys are ever in Towson, Maryland, and you want to go to this really awesome bowling alley / kind of arcade, then you can go check out Round 1 at the Towson Town Center or the Towson Mall. So this place was such a blast. I went there and I wanted to kind of explore some of the options that they had. So you can go ahead and rent some certain areas. They have some time limits. You can play bowling by the game or hourly. So it's just a really awesome experience. And not only do they have a really cool bowling setup where they have several lanes and they have different options on what you can choose when you're playing the game, they have a really awesome arcade. So I loved it there, and you could actually play 4 points or tokens and, getting those awesome tickets that come out of the machines that you end up cashing in at the little reward center that they have, or you could go ahead and sign up for one of their cards, which it only costs a couple dollars to activate the card. You could choose different memberships, different deals, things like that, or you can actually preload money onto a card and just go around and swipe certain machines, or you could do what I did, and I only rented out this little card, and you can use several machines there. So I actually went ahead and did 60 minutes total of playing unlimited amount of games, but you can only use the green swiped machines. So there were several that I did want to play, but they had a really good mix for the others that I actually got to play and experience. So even though I didn't get to play the Connect 4 basketball and a few other games that looked like a lot of fun, I did get to play a lot of different racing games, shooting games, air hockey, this cool pinball action with Pac-Man. I got to play such a good variety of games. So either way, I was pretty excited, and I just paid a certain amount and I was able to kind of experience that for a full hour. And you just use your little swipe card and you can just go around and play whichever machines are on the one kind of area. Everything's kind of together. So that was definitely a blast. And I really enjoyed all of the games that I did play. So one of the games that I spent a great deal playing was Jurassic Park. So I played that Raw Thrills Jurassic Park shooting game. And that one, you just go after all of the dinosaurs. And I really liked it, as you didn't have to just keep putting tokens in and just wasting time and wasting money. You just swiped your card, and if you died, you could just continue swiping your card. So I actually had a blast doing that. I had so much fun, and I really spent a great deal playing that game. It's just a lot of fun. Even when you miss things, you can go ahead and, go back over it again and just continue going. They have tons of different levels, so it felt like that game was never ending, but I did get to experience several of the levels, and it was definitely a great time.
Frostbite. Amber boats. Grenades. Secure the area.
Shooting game, they had this kind of 4D one, which definitely kept you on the edge of your seat. It might not have been the most entertaining style game. It was a little bit cheesy, but it did have some like jump scares, so I did play that briefly, and it looked really cool on the outside. There were a couple other shooting style games that I wanted to play, like House of the Dead, but unfortunately House of the Dead 4 was broken, so I didn't really get to experience that. I did get to play the Luigi's Mansion as well. That one was actually a fun one that I got to play for a brief time. So I just love any type of Mario game, anything that they do. That was a pretty cool looking machine, and you kind of just go through and just go after the ghosts like you do in the game. So that was pretty cool, and you have like this modified like little gun, but it's like a weird little vacuum cleaner type thing. So that one was actually really cool, a lot of fun. But then of course I loved playing Mario Kart. So they had this little option where you take a picture as one of your favorite characters, you go through the race, and it was a pretty decent like length of the race. Definitely a blast, definitely a lot of fun. Love Mario Kart, love any way that you can actually play that. So they did have some really great racing game options, just a whole blast, a whole lot of fun. Another one was this like nitro truck style game, and you can actually link up with whoever you're racing against, and you could play like at the same time, and you could go head to head with several different people if you had a larger party that you were playing with. So that one was definitely a blast as well. I really enjoyed that game. It just looked like an awesome machine. It kind of was set up really awesome as well, and you kind of like use these boosts to just jump through as you're going around the tracks. And that one was definitely a tight race, as I fell into I think 4th place or something right at the end. It definitely like kept your attention, kept you going head to head in that action. So that one was probably one of my favorite racing games there. Now they did have another variety. They had a couple different air hockey games, which are always a blast to play, definitely a lot of fun. And then they had one that was like a dual head-to-head pinball action, and it was Pac-Man. So that one was really cool. So how it works is this ball actually comes out of the center of the field, and then it kind of rotates in this little circle, and it spins to either one side or the other. And then of course you want to just keep pinging it back and forth. So it kind of has like that hockey effect to it, but it's mixed with pinball, but it's head to head. And of course it's Pac-Man. So that one was probably one of my favorites as well. And then of course just going through all of the different light gun games. There was one, it was like some sort of ocean island or adventure or something like that. That one was also a blast. So I definitely had quite the experience there. Definitely playing a lot of those fun games. But it was really cool because you could go through and play different types, different styles of games. So they just had a really great variety. And then of course a lot of the machines had a different color swipe. So of course if you paid to play each individual machine, you could play all the different claw machines that they have, which they had a variety of those. They had tons of these ticket redemption style type games. They had all of these like coin pushers. They just really had an amazing match of all of these types of games, these mix of games, and these head-to-head battle games. They just had so much cool stuff. So if you guys are ever in the area, just wanted to briefly talk about that, show off some of the fun that I had, and let me know if you guys have been to Round 1. Do you guys compare it to like a Dave & Buster's or some other style arcade like that? Just let me know in the comments below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.